Okay, good morning. The show is Morning Grill, Chill and Grill on Orient TV, and this is the entertainment segment of the morning show. Well, on today's edition, we shall be deliberating on the word blog, B-L-O-G. And the blog is a website that allows users to reflect, share opinions, and discuss various topics in form of an online journal, while readers may comment or post respectively. So I'll be having the CEO of oldtowngist.com in the person of Chinedu Hardy Nwadike. He's a blogger and doing a whole lot, when it has to do with the internet. And he will be talking about blogging, as the case may be. And there are certain talks in town. Yeah, and he's a guru on that. So we are going to be deliberating on blogging this morning on Orient TV 59 star times 113. I am Ugochukwu Steve Oba, known as Ugo Pluto. Chinedu Hardy behind the scene, and after this break we'll be having him on set then to talk about blog itself, blogging. We'll be right back. Okay, the show is still Morning Grill on Orient TV, 59 star times 113 respectively. Prior to this time, I talked about blog. Okay, for most of us out there, it's a social network on the internet whereby you get an informal one though, where you get information. You can always comment and post respectively. So I have Hardy Nwadike, the CEO of oldtowngist.com, and also works with us in IBC in the ICT Center, and really doing great. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Mr. Hardy Nwadike.
Thanks, man.
Hardy Nwadike, you see, I don't know, some people out there, they'll be like, yay, what about Tagari and all of that, because something emanated this morning on the social media talking about WhatsApp, a group that I'm involved in, and certain shots were being taken. But then let me not go there. We'll talk about that subsequently. But then, who is a blogger? Okay,
who is a blogger? The answer or the definition. The definition of a blogger keeps evolving. Previously it used to be someone who had a website, or probably there's what we call blog then, where you have a subdomain on WordPress or Blogspot previously, all these things. But basically a blogger, it's someone who has a platform where he posts things that he loves, things that he cares about. That's how this whole thing started. Somebody can start a travel blog and he's traveling around the world, posting, taking pictures, posting stuff about wherever he goes. Somebody has a health blog and there's this new health issue, he wants to go over there, talk to people about it and all those things. And now, but today, once you say you're a blogger, everybody looks at you as someone who has a place where people wake up in the morning, go to read the latest news and all of it. That is what it's about right now. And it's changing, because a blogger will not have video blog. We also have social media bloggers, basically people they call influencers today. People who don't have a website per se, but what they do is there's a current news, or they wake up in the morning, they can share up to 10 to 20 current stories on their Facebook or social media platform for people to come read. They are also seen as bloggers today.
You mean social media influencers?
Yeah, you can call them social media influencers, but they are also seen as bloggers today. Things are changing. So your social media handle can also be your blog. Instablog today, they don't have a website. It's just on Instagram. There are other hot Facebook pages, or there are other hot Facebook accounts. Individual, their accounts are more like hotspots. So anything they post, just gets lots of viewership. That's what it's all about now.
Okay, I haven't mentioned social media influencer. Don't you think there should be disparity between the blog? Of course, you said things are evolving, things are changing, that one can do the two and all of that. But the way it stands, I want to major in Imo State. The way it stands, we don't really know who are the bloggers itself, even if we know that they have their own website. But then we see some people that don't have their own spot on the internet like, as a blog, claiming that they are bloggers as well. And when you press forward, they tell you that they are social media influencer. And if you check from what I observed, that's the reason why I have to bring you, is these things are creating a little bit, would I say, a little problem, in the sense that some will tell you that, okay, fine, a blog should be, posting new and current events, and rather than posting the stale stuff. And now, if you check the two, you see that, okay, fine, some blogs in Imo State today, I see some of them living up to expectation, like, carrying news. But some social media influencers may go back to start reflecting on what had happened. Now, there is this mix-up. Some feel like, okay, this is a stale news, it shouldn't be talked about. Why talking about it? Because I'm talking from what I observed. I would like you to take it from your own perspective now. And now, don't you think there is this confusion between a social media influencer and a blogger?
You also look at it, I said things are evolving. And when you look at social media platform, the goal of every social media platform is to make their users stay. When you previously, WhatsApp, for instance, previously, let me say last year, if someone sends you a YouTube link on WhatsApp, you tap the link, it takes you to YouTube, or it opens on your browser. But these days, a YouTube link opens on WhatsApp. You watch it, okay, and the view counts on YouTube. Okay. Now, what they are trying to do is they don't want you to leave, because when you tap, it takes you somewhere else. You see yourself, you might be in a position where you see something else you like, and you are staying on that other platform. Now, everybody wants people to stay. So coming back to a place like Facebook, and what happens, social media influencers posting stale news and all that. Now, why you being current things, this is stale, there is someone else who hasn't seen it. And being a social media influencer today, people see it as being that person who talks about everything that is happening. Most times, most influencers have this fault of not creating content, of not creating events. Maybe you see something wrong happening somewhere. They are afraid to talk about it because they feel like I'm the only one talking about it. Some people are good at following trends. And now, by the time you join the trend, it might have been stale. And you know how Nigeria is. Things get stale easily. You call it stale because once it starts happening, you see you have 5,000 friends on Facebook. You just realize that 100 people have posted that particular thing, word for word. And it's now annoying when you see the next person posting it. And that person is posting it feeling like, okay, yeah, I'm this guy, I'm posting this current news. Okay. So it becomes a problem, it's annoying. And that is why people are now hitting on social media influencers. Okay. Yeah, okay. You understand? So, and because people feel like, okay, I've seen this thing from 100 people, but I need to see something new from you. Okay.
Now, the reason why this will become an interesting topic is about what revolved today, this morning, so to speak. Ace comedian Laughing Gas took shots on bloggers. He said, yeah, I have to mention, okay, it's an entertainment program. He said something that most bloggers in Imo State would want entertainers to come and bow to them, before, they blog or talk about them and all of that. That is not applicable to those outside, but those from this part of the country, talking about Imo State, would want them to come to them for blogging, whereas they blog others for, without necessarily seeing them. What's your take on that?
This is not just from Laughing Gas. Laughing Gas is doing fine. He's a guy I know. And there are a whole lot of others. I don't want to start giving people that publicity here. But what I'm saying is there are people who cry over local content not being promoted. But I feel they are the content they are complaining about that's not being promoted. Recently, lots of people were writing, they were throwing their jibes on bloggers. I was quiet. I didn't say a single thing because I don't believe fighting, war solves all problems. But sometimes war can help you wipe the bad guys away. You understand? So the whole thing was too much. I wrote something about someone and then they started making fun of me. They're trying to bring me inside the whole jibe thing, and now they mention my name, they mention my brand. Now that was direct.
Well, who's going to mention JC? I want you to mention.
Okay, so now, like I said,
JC,
I'm not doing that.
Okay, I think so, JC of Rich FM.
No, whoever mentions the name is not my business. But what I'm saying is, now I try to educate them. Let me take you back. You know when late Prince Noel Unebu, you know, the guy that was shot at Rapport. Now he was trying to organize an event. Then Imo Got Talent. I was working closely with him. Now I remember that 2 weeks after his death, we were seeking partnership with some state-based newspapers, trying to see how they can help publicize the event. The prizes they were giving us, which is, they are actually cut down prices. They were still high for the budget we had because we didn't have much money. We were still pleading. Then, fast forward, 2 weeks later, Prince Noel was shot in his hotel room. Now, Prince Noel made cover page, like his full picture. We were even saying, let our news come on the cover page without picture. But when Prince Noel died, his full picture was standing on so many, and for 1 week, he was on cover pages of so many state-based newspapers. And what do you call that? Now, my reply to some OAPs or some individuals who are complaining, the last paragraph on what I wrote is, Dangote still they find money. Even Facebook, even Google in themselves still pay for adverts. So why can't people pay to be promoted?
Okay.
Now it's a problem. You say promotion. Now I wrote something. I said when an artist releases a song, he takes that trip to OAPs in the radio stations and say, Baba, please play my song. Please take this. And I mean the OAPs feel it's okay. But then an OAP buys new dress, takes pictures, posts on social medias, and expects the bloggers to write OAP looking stunning today. And then when you come as their Facebook friend and comment on the picture, they feel it's not enough, that you should kill yourself on the picture. And one thing they don't know, they feel like people talk about two-face on social media and all that. I mean, that's crazy because one thing they don't know is every great artist, every great label has a PR person they pay, always. And they don't know. Their media life is zero because they are not investing in it. If you want to grow, you cannot grow with favors. You grow by investing. You grow by saying, I want this. I mean, I am in the media. I do artist management. I remember those days when I started working with my first artist, Floxy. We went for a show in Aba. I needed videos of my artists on stage. What did I do? I just walked up to the first photographer I saw. I said, bros, who is the boss here? They pointed at the guy that's the boss. I went and said, bros, my artist will be going on stage. I want the video of my artist after this show. He said, we know they give you that. I said, bros, how much is it? He said, okay, give me this amount. I instantly put hand in my pocket because I budgeted for it. I gave him the cash. After the event, at the hotel, because all of us are staying in the same hotel, so the guy came, they copied the videos to me, and I did the promotion. So if I said it's because my artist is in the video, it's now my right to have it, it doesn't work like that. You invest. People don't do that here. You feel everything comes to you based on who you are. You are nobody. You are no bigger than Facebook, who pays for advert. You are no bigger than Google, who pay for advert. So if you want promotion, then you pay for it. But if you don't want promotion, then get involved in one tragedy, get involved in one extremely extraordinary event, and you see people talking about you for free. But if it's your ordinary life, you take pictures, you sign endorsement deal, and if you sign endorsement deal, I think the company should even promote it if they love it.
Promote it, yeah.
And as long as the word promotion is used, it is paid for. It's like advertising. You pay for advertising. And if you're not willing to pay for it, I don't think you're ready to grow. They don't come for free. So even if you are the biggest artist, you go for UK, London, Lagos, Abuja, you go for Banana Island, or, that's nobody's business. You need to have a PR team. You pay them. They create content for you. Else, you will grow to that level, and without the media, you die off.
In other words, what you're saying is that the promotional factor, hence these people, bashing you or bashing bloggers that they're not doing their best means that they're not really doing enough in order to, invest in the area of promotion. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that, but then there is this other side where they say local contents are not being promoted.
Okay.
Yeah. When I look at that, I can agree with them to an extent that local contents are not being promoted, but they should see something that I'm a blogger, actually president of Imo State Bloggers Association, and I, as every other person have their forum easily today, we have our own, and then discuss all these things. Now the issue is how many people have contents that are worthy of being talked about. How many people are humble enough to say, hey, please, I want this thing to be talked about. I don't have money, or I have this little. How many people can realize that both, let me say, in the entertainment industry, you've got the bloggers, you have the OAPs, you have the DJs, that all of us are in the business of promotion, and none of us is an island can exist without each other. People don't understand. As an artist, you need to throw your song on the radio station. Why the radio is playing it? This song is Ifoma by this artist. Somebody say Ifoma by this artist. Oh, nice song. They go on Google, search for the song. Where do they find it? They find it on a blog to download. And they go to club the next day. Who plays the song? It's the DJ. So everybody, we are all in that circle of promotion.
The collective effort.
You understand? So nobody is against the other person. We are supposed to work together, and we'll have the artists, we'll have every other entertainers, even ourselves in the middle. Now, for people crying for no local promotion, okay, I want to ask this question. Those OAPs crying, how many of them have maybe a program like Old Town News, Imo State Entertainment News on their radio program? How many of them are anchoring such program? Zero. Now, I don't brag, I do my research, and every other person complaining, I went to their Facebook timeline, Twitter timeline, Instagram timeline, not for a single moment did they talk about anybody that didn't pay them. They don't even talk about any other person, yet they are in the media. Do they forget that they are in the media as well? That it's also their job to talk about other people like us, and not just posting pictures and talking about themselves all the time. So this is where they get it all wrong. You understand? You just sit back, a crime that you are the #1 person that is guilty of, and you are saying other people are guilty of it. It's crazy to me.
I really love this game, okay? I changed the managing this morning, and I just allowed him to do the talking because a whole lot. Because sometimes they say these things, and it's usually one-sided, but it's always good to, like, okay, when you hear from this side, you hear from this side, then everything balances and all of that. I really love this. You really need to, to put a little bit of would I say promotion, because it's also involved. I think it's also a part of a marketing mix. Talking about promotion, if you have a product, if you have anything without putting it out by promoting, how can it get out to your target audience or those you're really targeting? So that's one thing we should be really conscious about. Okay, I think we should be rounding off now. What advice do you have? I would like you to talk about the synergy. I understand that things do happen, but it's always good to, like, talk about it, and also ensuring that everybody comes together and work collectively, ensuring that things work fine. You don't get beef already with Princessa.
Beef no day.
Okay,
no beef.
No beef.
No beef. Okay. Every other person you will talk about, we are all friends. Seriously.
No, we're really having fun.
Yeah, we see and we hug. This is showbiz, actually.
Entertainment is fun. And do you know one spectacular thing about entertainment? When it becomes controversial.
When it's fun. Sometimes the uglier the better. It's showbiz.
That's the truth.
The uglier the better sometimes.
Let me just take this. Somebody took a shot on Isho on just concluded Celeb Awards. And One Wisdom, Boom, Nigeria, thereabout, and the guy was, like, talking about the credibility of the show and all of that. Though I wasn't there. And I had to, like, okay, fine. Not really trying to, condemn any part. Like, okay, I posted on the social media that I would like to have the two parties this one, the organizer, and they are grieved. And some of them were like, no, we're not right for this and all of that. And my concern was that, man, these things will make the industry interesting.
Yeah.
All of that, because it will make the industry interesting.
I was there at the award. I was there at East Celeb Award. East Celeb Award had come to stay. I understand why people will complain about credibility of winners and other things. Along the line, during the voting, the online voting, there were issues with the voting platform and all that, but those things are minor. What I had expected was to see maybe press releases from the organizers, saying we are sorry for this and this is how we remedied it. You understand? So just seeing winners come up like that and everybody feel like, what is going on? Probably I was winning, but now another person has won. So if, integrity is about when you are trying to do something for the public, one of the first things you should do is have this channel where you reach the public. That is still where we are coming. Just imagine if a blogger writes whatever I'm saying now, trying to talk about the credibility of the votes and all that. Someone will see it like he hates the brand. But is he lying? For instance, I wrote something about, what's his name? I wrote something about S Buster not attending an event organized by his label, the new one, the Runway.
Runway Entertainment.
Runway Independent Night Concert. Yeah, he is signed to the label. He didn't attend the event. Then I called the manager of the label and he said there is a gap. In his words, he said there is a gap between the artist and the label. Now, I did my story published last night. One number was calling me. That number keeps calling when I'm on call. So finally, I got to take the call and the person said, hello, I just want you to know that this call is on record. I say, who am I speaking with? He said, he is Barrister this. I said, Barrister who? Okay, so you're trying to tell me that the call is on record and the recording will be used as evidence against me. You. He said, I say, guy, you the mad. Just go to the website you saw the story. There's an email address there. If you feel I have done something wrong to you, outline it, send it to the email address.
Don't you think...
The guy ended the call.
Okay.
He didn't call back. He couldn't finish. I was pissed. I was forced to try to say something on social media, but then I kept quiet. I still have recordings of the owner of the label saying they have issues with the artist. And that's basically what I said. So I think the person that called me is even crazy. You don't just call somebody on phone because you're a lawyer and you start threatening the person.
Don't you think all these things will really hamper the real effect of news dissemination? Because when let me say in the area of entertainment, when things are trying to be bent, people are trying to run away from the truth, from facts and figure all that. Don't you think it will hamper or stand against what blogging, what information stands for?
It has already killed it. The fear of, the fact that you don't want to have a fallout with lots of people. And you know how we started this thing. I know who I used to be. I made whatever reputation I have today because I was fearless. I said what I like as long as I know it's true. And I didn't care. I was just like that in the showbiz here. And that was what brought the media in this place to the level it is. At one point, I stopped. And now I started again, and all these things are coming up because I started again, I started taking all those swipes, you're doing something wrong. Man, I'll talk about it. That's the fun of showbiz. And now, when we take away what we call the real news in entertainment, this person spotted doing this with this person spotted doing this. When we take all those things away, the next thing that remains there is promotion, which is to write, Ugo Pluto is getting married next week, which is to write, Ugo Pluto is trying to release an album tomorrow. You see, the truth is, those contents have fewer views.
They're just usual.
They are just normal. But if we say why Ugo Pluto fought Hardy in the bar last week, that's news.
Spectacular.
You understand?
People will look forward to like...
People want to know. That is... The uglier, the better in showbiz. People want to read about it. Now, you as a person, being the subject, you feel bad because this is negative on you. But if you understand the industry, you can use it for good, and you can stay in the news. Why would Sky B fake his own death? So, now this is what it's all about, because Sky B has been on the news, but who cares? It's been that content people scroll and pass,
and it went viral,
but
everywhere.
That's what that and I said. Remember when I said, when you are involved in one tragedy like death, everybody talks about it for free. But if it's promotion, guy, pay for it.
If it's promotion, pay for it. Definitely, because it's just like it's an investment anyway, and you just have to, put your money where it counts. Well, I think we should be rounding off as it stands right now. No beef, like you said, nothing.
All of that, all
of that,
Every other person. Well, for me, when I dropped my, sorry to cut him, but when I dropped the article I wrote, I titled it the Untitled. When I dropped it, when I read it for like the third time on a different platform, I felt very bad, because I know I was really harsh. But then I felt very bad, and somehow I felt like I should just tell everyone I hurt. Sorry. But that's the game. Remember I said sometimes war, it's not good. But on the other time, war helps you wipe the bad guys out. And since that article dropped, everywhere has been quiet. Everybody has been normal. At least it achieved something. The normalcy has come back. But anybody is free to talk, man. You are free to talk. But don't go hating on people. Speaking out is part of the game. But now, if you are in the media, I'm in the media. Don't act like your media is better than my media. You understand? You don't act like you are on the radio and all of you have got this medium that is stronger and better than this other one. Yet, what you are talking about is that this low quality medium you are talking about, that they are not talking about you. Remember, what you're saying is that they don't talk about you. If you are complaining that they don't talk about you, it means you feel they are important. So why don't you go straight to the point, say their faults without insulting people? You don't have to insult people. That's why we get it all wrong. You can actually advise people without insulting them. But, when people do these things for publicity's sake, so that they will throw the jibe, and why people will respond, you throw that jibe against 50 people, and maybe about 30 people will talk about you. You now have 30 important people talking about you. You feel like, oh, I'm the bad guy. But
wow,
that's crap.
I don't know why they even, because me, who don't talk about me? How many times, Kwano? I just do my thing and that's it.
Pluto, where do people to promote you?
But I do promote now.
Yeah, if you, the cocoa is everything you see on internet.
Okay, you go to people to be promoted. Okay, fine, it's true. If
you have something, chat someone up, say, I've got this. You understand? Even if money no day. This is advice to everywhere. If money no day, find a way to balance it.
Even the money no day, find a way to balance it.
Find a way to balance
it. True. So I'll start investing on that right now. Yeah, like you said. Okay, that's how far we can go. Thank you very much for doing justice to blog itself. Talking about the CEO of OldTownGist.com, and also an ICT guru. Also with us here in IBC, talking about the Hardy Nwadike. We just did the talking, and I believe you've learned a whole lot, and we've also sanitized the industry. So there's no beef between OAPs and bloggers. Like the way it was painted on the social media this morning, it was like, what? I was like, man, I'll bring this, and I'll bring Hardy, and that's what we just did right now. Thank you very much, and that's how far we can go on today's edition. Do join us again on Tuesday, for my own section, and that's how it will be. Don't forget to join me on the radio show Live Act 305 on Orient 94.5 FM. So if you love acting, let's go there. 305, then we'll do the acting together. I'll bring a very interesting topic, and then you do your acting. Hey, what's up? All of Una, let's do it. It's a wrap right now. I sign out.